to Jeopardy! One thing we know heading into today's game is that it is not the last we will see of our current champion, Ben Chan, as he clinched a spot in our next Tournament of Champions with his 5th win yesterday. Can he make it 6 today, or will Brittany or David claim their first victory? Let's start finding out in the Jeopardy round with these categories. Great Brits, X in the City, Pantomime Horse, that's our motto. You know, the movie where, and we're full of questions. Ben, let's start with you.
Brits 800.
In 1860, at St. Thomas's Hospital in London, this woman opened the first formal nursing school. Ben.
Who is Nightingale?
Yes.
Brits 1000.
Brother of filmmaker Richard, he's credited with helping to invent the nature documentary as we know it today. Brittany.
Who is David Attenborough?
That's right.
Brits 600.
Sir Ronald Ross won a Nobel Prize for his work on this disease and his discovery of its transmission by mosquitoes. Ben.
What is malaria?
Yes.
That's our motto, 800.
How about a daily double? You're in the lead with 1,400. How much are you going to wager?
1,000.
Here's your clue. Of this Massachusetts university, translating from Hebrew, truth even unto its innermost parts.
What is MIT?
No, what is Brandeis University? That'll take you down to 400. Select again.
Motto 1,000.
For a huge 2022 sporting event, Together for a Shared Future. Brittany.
What are the Winter Olympics?
Yes, the Beijing Winter Olympics.
You know the movie 200.
A farmer plays baseball with a dead guy, time travels, and ends up owning a tourist trap. David.
What is
No.
Field of Dreams?
Ben.
What is Field of Dreams?
That's correct. And I'm sorry, David, I had already ruled against you before you changed your response. Ben, select again.
Motto 6.
Per Baden-Powell, be prepared. David.
It was the Boy Scouts.
That's right.
The movie 400.
An animated elderly man's wife dies, his house is literally uprooted, and a boy is kidnapped, okay, inadvertently, to South America. Ben.
What is Up?
Yes.
Great Brits 4.
This comic legend of the silent screen spent the last 24 years of his life in Switzerland, where he died in 1977. Brittany.
Who is Charlie Chaplin?
Yes.
X in the City for 400.
With nearby Gulfport, it's the co-seat of Harrison County, Mississippi. Brittany.
What is Biloxi?
Yes.
X in the City 600.
Not surprisingly, there's an interactive wine museum in this French city of wine known for its reds. Ben.
What is Bordeaux?
Yes.
That's our motto 4.
Semper Fidelis, adopted in 1883. Ben.
Who are the Marines?
Yes.
Questions 1,000.
The Roman one of these religious institutions that asked tough questions was set up in 1542. Ben.
What is the Inquisition?
That's correct.
Questions 8.
If you remember the Talking Heads song Psycho Killer, you know this is French for what is it? David.
What is Kiss Kiss Gay?
No. Close. What is qu'est-ce que c'est? Ben.
Question 6.
So, do any of you three really want to be a Jeopardy champ? Is this 10-letter type of question? Ben.
What's rhetorical?
That's correct. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll be back with more right after this. Let's say hello to David Liu, a mail processing clerk from Los Angeles, California. David, what's your first memory of Jeopardy?
My first memory of Jeopardy is Art Fleming's cameo in Airplane 2, the sequel. Been a fan ever since.
That's pretty awesome. And Brittany Segrin from Bourbonnais, Illinois. Now, you're a nurse practitioner, and you often have to present at conferences and things. You had something very ironic happen at a conference.
Yes, I was actually presenting at a pain management conference when I tripped and fell and tore out my wrist.
Indeed ironic. So you did not get to present.
I actually did. I went to an urgent care and then went back, presented at the conference. It was great because all the nurses wanted to help take care of my pain.
And Ben Chan, our returning champ. So you've made it to the Tournament of Champions. How are you feeling, and what are you planning on doing with your earnings?
It feels amazing. I'm very excited to play with a lot of the people I've been watching on TV. And my spouse, Elena, and I have 2 very needy dogs. I think with this money, we can travel to many of our good friends around the country and spring for accommodations that will take care of us and our dogs together.
Sounds great. All right, back to the game. Your selection.
Let's see what pantomime horse is for 200.
Also known as broad beans or horse beans, they are said to go well with a nice Chianti. Ben.
What are fava beans?
Yes.
City 1000.
In 2002, a library designed to hold 8 million books opened in this city, close to where the ancient Royal Library stood. David.
Was it Alexandria?
Yes.
X in the City 800?
Indicated on the map and named for the two states it straddles, it functions as one community but two separate cities. Ben.
What is Texarkana?
That's correct.
Questions for.
I need responses, and I'm going to heat things up and give you this ordinal phrase until I get them. Ben.
What is the third degree?
That's right.
The movie Where Six?
Rami Malek, Gwilym Lee, Joseph Mazzello, and Ben Hardy are queen for a big day. David.
What is Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes.
Movie 800?
Leonardo DiCaprio wrestles with a grizzly bear, and that goes really, incredibly, horrifically not well. Ben.
What is The Revenant?
Yes.
Questions 2.
Let's get philosophical with the riddle, what is the sound of one hand doing this? David.
What is clapping?
Yes.
Movie 1000?
Gene Wilder nearly kills a bunch of children touring his place of business. Ben.
What is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yes.
Motto 200.
Liberty, equality, fraternity. The phrase appears in its constitutions of 1946 and 1958. Ben.
What is France?
Yes.
Horse 400.
Originally a term used with horses, it happens at the end of most balance beam routines. Brittany.
What is a dismount?
Yes.
Horse for 600.
Stormworm and Zeus are types of these computer viruses that take their name from classical mythology. David.
What's the Trojan horse?
Correct.
Horse 800?
The Roaring 40s, Furious 50s, and Screaming 60s are names for these that occur south of the horse latitudes. Those are winds. David.
Horse 1000?
Duchamp and Man Ray were part of this art movement whose name is a French word meaning hobby horse. Ben.
What is Dada?
Correct.
City 200.
The Battle of this town on April 19th, 1775 marked the start of the Revolutionary War. Ben.
Was Lexington?
Yes, and here's the final clue. Following her untimely death, she was called the foremost... That's correct. It's time for Double Jeopardy. Ben, you are in the lead, but still a lot of game to play. David, you'll be selecting first when we're back right after this.
Hold on tight for the Memorial Day sale at Six Flags over Texas. Buy a Gold Pass and get a free upgrade to